Ah, shit. When did the thing stop? Talking. There we go. Hello. Hello. I was worried that it would run out of things to say. Right. Well, that's a bit louder than expected. 1 second. That's a bit better. Yeah, I was worried that it was gonna run out of stream intro. I keep calling them quotes and I don't know what else to call them. They're not quotes. They're just things I wrote down because I thought they were funny. But that's neither here nor there. I was just worried it would run out when it was going, oh no, no. And that's a weird background to be talking on a stream with. It'd be odd. But yes, hello. I am back. I have a working car. The walk didn't kill me. So, not so bad as evenings go. Let's say hello to Rizalka, DD, thank you for the lurk. Pixie Q. Sheila. Anybody else I missed? Gingy, there you are. Yes. And between the borders. Hello. 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 Yes, drink all the bloods. Yeah, Rizalka, your luck with the medical system continues, unfortunately. But I'm glad it's actually getting seen to now. What was the problem with the car in the end? One of the coils had broken. Goodbye 130 quid, but you know, I think the car's better off with it not being broken, so happy to pay that. The other thing was the tire pressure warning light kept going off and it stopped after the coil was fixed. Possibly before the coil was fixed. I didn't ask for clarification on that point. I don't really feel the need to. But yes, Rizalka, hope you get better soon. Okay. The whole situation sounds like a fuck. And it's just not needed. Like, it's rude of the universe, quite frankly. It should not be doing this, and yet it is. But, like I say, there is progress. It is known what is happening. And that is not the best we can hope for. I don't know why I was about to say that, but it is better than the alternative. Your roommate's starting to understand you complain about medical billing. They keep adding new charges for 18 months, and he just got a bill for a workers' comp case. I don't think I'll ever fully understand the American system of healthcare. Indeed, it does seem to be a contradiction in terms. Your exhaust is mostly missing. Huh. Do you know where it is? And yes, Nick. In fact, a wee surprise for those of you subscribed. I was hoping this would be in place before the stream last week, but sadly it got approved the day after. But I did make this, and I am very happy with it. Upside when I get to work from home if I decide to work this week. Nick, are you trying to tell me you quite enjoy that? You love it, in fact. I see. I wasn't sure from your initial salvo. Like, you could have just been testing to see if it tiles well, which it kind of does. It's weird, but in fact, it kind of looks on my screen like it's overlapping, but nevertheless, understandable. I probably seem quite angry. Yes. That's what Dr. Biteyman is doing. Travelling all across Victorian London? I don't know if it's still Victorian by 1918. But he's gone around there putting the ang in Angie. From a dumb noise I made one time to an emoji, I'm thrilled. I'm very glad. Well, on that note, if you want the image to upload on your own Twitch channel, let us know. I'll pass it over since you were indeed the inspiration. Use the double noise for if it went off there, for I was loading up the game. You know, that thing I'm meant to actually be here doing. Can explain many parts of it, like how they bill whatever they want, the insurance company says they're not paying that much, and they roll around in their money pits and send me collections for $4. Oh, 2 collections for $4, fuck's sake. Is that because they were stealthy payments that you didn't notice and therefore could not pay, or? Well, maybe we were to ask you about your financial situation, so let's just call that a yes or no answer question and leave it there. Ain't gonna work till you have feeling back, cause found yesterday typing causes burning in my forearm, and that is 100% fair. And 1 second, I wasn't done talking and I accidentally wandered into the boss fight. Yeah, it's sounding fucking horrible. You didn't have $4 for that quarter. Oh shit. Sorry, man. Like I say, I don't get it, so that is generally my reaction to American healthcare stories, which is just like, but what? Like we have been somewhat spoiled by the NHS to a certain extent, even though we, you know, do pay taxes in theory to pay for it. Then they refunded you $75 and charged you $75 in 6 months. Yeah. I really don't like this idea that they find stuff later to charge you with, you know, later. That does not seem fun. What I was going to say was, if you remember last time, I basically got to a boss fight around the 3rd hour of streaming, nearly killed it, then died, and basically rage quit. Let's not mince words, that's basically what I did. I have one goal this stream. It is to beat that fucker. It is to kick fuck out the big grey boy. Anything else that happens in this stream is just, you know, sprinkles. I did America. Oh, hold on. Thought I heard an audio glitch there. Mind an American wrestler breaking both her wrists and telling folks she would just deal with it. Jesus Christ. How do you do that? Glue fucking planks of wood to your wrists and be very careful? Settled for defrauding the US government's healthcare system twice in recent memory. Jesus Christ. Capitalism's a hell of a drug. Although it does remind me of a friend of mine putting a little quote on Twitter which I've always cherished. Specifically, I suppose, to the defenders of capitalism, which was, capitalism's no gonna shaggy, mate. I'm breaking up, god damn it. Okay, there's no dropped frames. Is it... Mike stuttering. 1 second. That's enough for me to think. Voice meter, restart audio engine. I have no idea if that's done or not. That making any difference? Does it sound better than it did before? Yay, it worked. Voice meter suddenly failing me after all this time. Okay, sorry about that. Right.
The laws of Ascalon.
Grey lad. Hop.
Power you cannot comprehend.
Hop. Wah. Oh ha ha. Yes, I'm just hitting him with a pointed stick. Because that will eventually knock him down. And then I can do my trademark. Also visuals. That would make a fuckload of sense, wouldn't it? Actually show off the fucking game. I'm glad to know I haven't lost my touch after a week out. That was well timed to me. Yes, do something I can react to. That's generally more amenable. I suppose in many ways you're a quite polite combatant. You just doing the same shit over and over again, expecting different results, and I can work with that. Healy heal. Yup. Four. And ang. Sounded kinky for a butt. Jayla! Okay, I don't need more blood, I'll just stab at you. Stabby stabby. Hop. Hop. Waha! Ning. Ning. Oh, I have my ultimate. Let's do that. Been a long day. Yeah, it has. I don't know why this particular ultimate, because I don't think the other one does it. I don't know why it's untargets whatever you were targeting. I don't even know what he did there, but I don't want to just automatically go to a fart joke. But I don't know what else to do about that particular attack. Okay, that's a stomp. That's fine. I can work with that. Ah! I went to heal, but I was too close to him, so I did the exact opposite. Yep. Housed! It's very specifically dodged. This is rude. Anyway, I'm dying. Yep.
You found your death in me.
I've really not, mate. Like, you're... I don't want to pull up an old quote, but, by an old quote, I mean from the previous stream. May not look it, sir, but I assure you, you are losing.
Tear me apart and spill my blood to the pissing wells. Return to your
Healy, please. Oh, there you are.
Your blood is now mine.
Oh. Yep. Oh. Just went right into him there and somehow was not punished for it, which I do appreciate, but it does raise questions. Oh, ultimate. Hot. Aha! Yeah. Totally thought that first guy would have come to me.
Down, stay down.
Shan't.
I shall crush you.
Oh yeah, aye. Oh, that was easy. Oh, why was this such a bother last time? I think I was trying to ang him too much. Like, I was all about getting more blood out of him, and that was not necessary, because that doesn't do damage to him. That just knocks him out for a bit, and lets me steal his bloods. Hey, unlock the door. Okay, let's catch up on chat here. Trying to work out where the sound was coming from. That's... Pixie, were you know there when I started streaming for about 5 minutes of System Shock 2 that was just a black screen? I have set a precedent on this. A precedent of being bad at not being pro-strem. Vampire killing does sound very herbal essences. Oh god. Oh, lavender!
Still. Drink now.
Anyway, so mind we were on the tail of 2 people for the hospital. One of them we found,
But it will quench your thirst.
and
This is our
he
domain,
sent
not
us down here.
yours. You've been warned.
Wait, I saved you from this creature. That must count for something.
Thank you. Now go. Go back to the streets and houses. There is no love lost between us, Vampire. But thank you.
There is no good that can come of me selecting this option, right? At least I'm consistent. Thank you. Not getting punished reminds you of an MGS5 fight in the Ocelot fight if you grapple and not put any inputs. Eventually Ocelot kisses Snake. It's not MGS4. But yep, first time. Don't know what the problem was last week. But you love how this guy's so big and scary, the music's so tense, and his name is just Fergal. You seemed so sad. I didn't even read that one. What? Imagine the first thing you said to somebody is, "You seem so sad." Which one was Old Snake? That was MGS4.
Sean Hampton sent me here. I believe he wanted me to find you. Who are you?
If you must know, they call me Old Bridget, and this shelter is where we live.
I'm Jonathan Reed. I'm a newborn Ekon. I'm afraid I'm not sure what's going on.
I shall not bend a knee, young Ekon, but I sense your pain. Ask, and I will afford you my attention.
That's not what the subtitle said. Smile. Oh god, can you imagine if he was that kind of guy? You look better when you smile. Actually, that's not the improvement I was hoping for. Don't worry about it.
Why was that creature after you?
Fergal is the blunt instrument of the Ascalon Club. His masters would see us dead or turned into slaves if they had their way.
What is Fergal? But also, why is Fergal?
What the hell was that thing? He wasn't an Ekon or a Scow.
They are known as Volkod, an ancient offshoot of immortals. Blood drives them, enrages them.
Oh yeah, that totally makes them different from us other vampires.
What of this Ascalon Club?
Vampire society's elite in the Empire. They make the rules and enforce their judgment upon us whom they see as lessers.
So is it you that Sean Hampton sent me to find?
Perhaps. The sad saint was always kind to us. He must trust you if he revealed our location.
Waves hand in vampiric fashion. It's... at once I feel like there has to be a better word for that, and yet I know exactly what you're talking about. Smile. Oh, and sleep. This usually works. Yeah, I'll do you one better. Why is Fergal? And indeed, when is Fergal? Oh, but no, seriously, why is Fergal? He shows up to say, Ascalon, meh, and then he tries to beat us up in the sewers and fails. Definitely failed. He never succeeded once. This is canon. Do we put our trust in Sean Hampton? Dare we dare?
The guard of Prewan is hunting him. He is suspected of murder.
Their judgment is famously
The Scars
sound.
have always been hunted by humans and vampires alike. I teach them how to survive against the odds.
Sean killed a patient of mine. And that's just one of the murders he's being hunted for.
If you refer to Harriet, she is now among us and under our protection.
Harriet Jones is alive. That's it.
There we go.
That's the proof Sean wanted me to find. I must talk to her.
We're looking for two
No.
people, and we're
Harriet
about to find
is
the
not
other
alive,
one.
but you can speak to her.
What is
must
this
warn you,
sorcery? As
she
a
is
vampire, I don't
fragile and
understand
will
these
not
things. Actually, the
receive you
answer was right in
warmly.
front
I
of me,
don't
wasn't
understand.
She is filled with bile and hate. Her mind is sharp as a tack, but her body is so weak. I've never seen its like before. She is resting in a room on the far right of this hideout.
Thank you. I will bear that in mind.
Now, you really could have said, end of this bit, turn right. But, okay, I guess it's 1918 and the phrase far right hasn't become quite as poisoned as it is these days. Yep, there she is. That's her sturdy blood sample. Again, why Why give me that pop-up with a button prompt if the button prompt's not going to do what you... Oh, jeez. Now, let's be real here. Vampire trancing powers are just the Jedi mind trick for dead people. And, you know, Star Wars was famously, you know, first in that regard. After it all, it did take place a long time ago. Wait, I'm full of bile and hate. My mind is sharp and my body is frail. Do I have a legal case here?
Hello, Harriet. Do you recognize me?
Hello, Harriet. Were you injured in an accident that wasn't your fault?
You were from the Pembroke Hospital. The young doctor. So full of secrets.
I've so many questions I need to ask you, Harriet. If you would.
I love questions. As for the answers, you may not like them.
You may not think this, but she's actually lightened up quite a bit since we last talked to her. I think this woman was either the first or second person to drop a C-bomb.
How do you feel?
I can't see.
Okay, I was probably the first, but you know, in the game.
Oh, my body's burning. I feel as if I'm dying over and over again.
Have you tried to eat or drink something?
Have you tried light exercise?
Tried to feed me, but I'm just
Have you tried not being a skull?
I don't have the strength.
Does the pain ever stop?
It is not pain I feel. It's like I can't stop feeling every inch of my body. But at the same time, each muscle and bone is the wrong place.
Maybe you're just in the wrong body.
Your room.
I don't know whose, but...
What brought you to fake your death in such a gruesome fashion?
To see if
Actually,
I would
that phrase
be
came out a
more.
bit weirder than I intended. Yeah, take this crystal, yes. Ah, you've met my mother.
Why flee with Sean Hampton?
Oh, it's always a pleasure to see a saint fall to sin. But the coward still won't kill.
Do you take pleasure in causing so much pain and sorrow?
Nobody gave a damn about me. Not a tear shed. Poor Harriet. Always the discarded.
Oh, drugs are starting to wear off. The numbness is starting to burn again. Boo. Are there more drugs, or is it not the time for more drugs?
Why did you come here?
And why not? This is where I live now. You'd leave me be.
I thought you liked questions.
Will you respect old Bridget's wishes? Will you obey her?
Bridget is kind. She only needs to keep me fed and I'll be good.
So you desire to stay here?
Yes, I'm with my own kind. Birds of a feather, so to speak. Poor Harriet. Always alone.
Not the time yet, but there are more drugs. Well, I hope drugs' time is soon.
I have a question of the utmost
With burning,
importance to ask.
not the best feeling.
Will you answer?
Questions, questions, questions. The good doctor, always searching for answers.
Do you remember what you did after leaving the hospital? Did you kill anyone?
First, a question from me. You answer first.
I feel like the
Very
rules of this
well, then.
conversation are
What do
changing
you want to
very
know?
quickly, Harriet.
Are you like me? Are you also dead?
I mean, I'm not like you, but yeah.
We are not dead, Harriet.
Good, diplomatic.
Death no longer pertains to us. We are different.
I like what I am. I truly
I like to think
do.
there's just a little note on his medical
relish
form
the
that says
pain that courses
alive
through me.
/
I know you
dead,
fled the hospital
and
with Sean
next to
Hampton.
it someone's written
Did
no.
you or Sean kill anyone in your flight? Anyone? Try and remember.
I will not lie. I wanted blood, and I wanted revenge, and Sean pulled me from it, brought me here instead. But the shadows heard my prayers. The shadows killed that bastard.
I hope drugs time is soon. Context is important. No, context is for the weak. That's what the quote bot is for. Yeah, I feel like fixing that one because it's essentially two quotes put in individually that probably should go together.
You
Don't
sought
lie to me.
vengeance by
I'm
your own
pressing
hand,
X to doubt.
and someone else obliged you. Very convenient. Don't lie to me.
I don't lie. I saw him near the docks, and rightly I wished him dead. And I am happy he is. It's true. But I didn't kill him. I was too tired.
Who was that man? The one murdered in the street?
He used to be my landlord. I lived
Okay, that I
here for
understand.
many years before falling ill. Oh, he was an awful man. Disgusting and cruel. So cruel.
I mean, there's no doubt this woman's had a rough time yet, but you know the old adage of you can only run into so many assholes before you start wondering, am I the asshole?
Tell me what you saw.
The shadows, they heard me and answered. Something in the deep darkness, quick, deadly. It asked me if I wanted revenge. I answered, yes.
And these shadows, this presence, do you still hear it? Was it a vampire? Did Sean see it?
It spoke only to me, and now it is silent, but it is born of hatred. And it will kill again. And it hates you, Doctor. Oh, it hates you.
What makes you say that?
It whispered your name, Dr. Reed. It wanted to know who you were and where you went.
Questions about me? What did you say?
Nothing, Doctor. I said nothing. There was nothing it didn't already know.
Yeah, we've got ourselves a fan.
I'm tired now. Let me rest.
Happily, since I've pilfered all yours. Jesus!
Have you found
Okay, you're
the
here now.
answers you were looking for, young Ekon?
There is too much left unanswered. So many questions.
Get to know us. Spend time with us. And I may be willing to answer more questions.
Why do you live here?
He immediately asks more
Amongst
questions
filth
without
and
spending any
vermin.
more time.
Live. Here we hide.
Yeah, now your landlord's a lovely woman. Well, I'm glad to hear that. It's not the stereotype, obviously, but yeah, gotta have some exceptions. And I'm glad to know you have one. I thought she didn't want you to be near them earlier. We encountered her before this stream? Or are you talking about Harriet? Because, yeah, Harriet was a bit cunty. But now that she's away amongst her own kind, she's a little happier, it seems, if extremely tired.
What are you hiding from?
From the guilt, the shame, from the hunters and the light. And of course, our past.
Why don't you leave the city? Hide somewhere far from the guard of Priwen. The Ascalon Club.
We are the Sewer Skulls. This is our domain. We have run as far as we can, and now we hide.
As soon as I killed Fergal, she said she'd leave them alone. I don't remember that, but it does not mean it didn't happen. My memory is terrible sometimes.
Your diction, your words. You do not carry yourself like most Skulls I've encountered.
Yeah, Pixie, trust somebody else's
True.
judgment on this
I'm
one
not
because
like most Skulls.
my memory's bad at the best of times and I'm distracted. So me not remembering does not mean very much.
You were once someone else. What happened to you?
It is as sad as it is long, young Ekon, but it will remain mine.
You don't want to write a book? Or?
Can I be of service to you?
We ask but one thing. Reveal to no one our secrets. Do not betray us.
For how long have you been in hiding here?
Skulls have been hiding under London since vampires first entered the city.
Where did you hide before the sewers?
We claimed ancient tunnels, forgotten caverns, catacombs. We are skulls, groveling beneath the feet of our makers.
What manner of creature is Harriet? She is different from everyone else.
I really don't know. I'm not even certain she's a skull. I've no idea as to what blood made her.
What is a skull, in fact, in your honest opinion?
The progeny of a vampire, disavowed by her maker. Perhaps a fruitless branch of a noble
Or a
tree.
vampire that just forgot the whole feed them blood thing.
Used to
Just like,
enslave
oh,
us.
silly me, slipped my
I cannot
mind.
say.
You mentioned
damned
that
forever.
vampire blood has
Egg on my
tremendous
face.
potency. You believe it to be stronger than your own?
The vampire's sweet blood. That rich, dark wine that we crave. For it made us, and it can sustain us.
I thank you for your time, madam.
Thank you. I suddenly
I
need
must
to
go
be
back to
literally
Sean
anywhere else now.
Your kindness has been ample payment, Ekon. To protect us, I'll close the access
Yes.
to our hideout.
Yes, just
but you can use our
spend
shortcut to
time with
reach
us,
Mr. Hampton's
Ekon.
shelter.
Learn our ways.
Just
we
follow
definitely
the
don't want
arrows.
to bite you. And
Thank
that's a
you,
text
old
of some
brigand.
kind.
I hope we'll meet again.
I should probably at least read it. I did it. Hey, Pickle Dog, welcome in. Of course, I've got to rob them blind.
Hurry. I've not seen beyond these walls in such a long time.
You're not missing much, mate. Why does every single hideout have a flickery light? And also, why does this one just have a mace lying around? Seems a bit much. Somebody will have fatigue, so I might as well make one of these each. And is this potion or is this recipe for... Okay, it's a potion. Serum, sorry. Yeah, same thing. You know, fantasy game would be a potion that gives you a buff, that kind of thing. But in fact, given how previous fights have gone, maybe just make one of these. Your kindness is payment enough. Robs the place. Yes. Keith, one day will be a skull. Oh, Lord. Oh, Keith. And his Keith mobile. Oh, hey, Willow-Az. Welcome in. How's Vampy doing? He is, as I announced, putting the ang in Angie. Oh no, my lights have been flickering lately. I'm an NPC in a hideout. Christ. I didn't know how to tell you, BTB. This is as good a direction to go as any. But yeah, the boss that was giving me trouble at the end of last stream, beat him in one go. No problem. Yes, it was just the fact that it was the end of a goddamn stream, and I was like, my body is like, no. It says no. Excuse me, pal. Okay, now we can talk.
Are you alright, sir?
He is an Angie
What are you
vamp.
doing here?
I could
Or
ask
at
you the
very
same
least
question.
a broody
Don't you
vamp.
know this is a quarantine zone?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Thank you for wearing
I'm
a mask,
investigating the
incidentally, sir.
epidemic.
Do
You
appreciate
had
it.
better get to a safe place while you still
Ah,
can.
you have,
Oh,
you
really?
have discovered the new
Well, go
emote.
investigate somewhere else and leave me be.
I beg your
Thank you,
pardon.
Pickle
I
Dog.
said go. Leave me alone, sir.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it so much, but you know, when it's the end of a stream, if it was just like it was late in the evening and I was like, oh fuck it, I'll try this boss again tomorrow, I wouldn't mind so much. But not being able to end the stream on that annoyed me a little bit. You have and you'll love it. Yay! I am happy with it. I can't heal here, unfortunately. I think she said some kind of opening was open. Dumbest phrase I've said in a while. Actually, that cannot be true. Exit has been opened, I believe. Not sure where to find. Where my exit? There we go. Through the old cafeteria here. No, seriously, look, it's got a bar and everything. Bar and... ooh. 4 tables? Yeah, I don't think that counts as a table. Just 3. I'm glad that I was able to get that boss done so quickly, but I'm starting to fear I may have to do more Aang. May have to kill some important people. Because some of these fights coming up are not going to be fun. Because, recall when I was talking to Harriet, she was saying that something had been asking her about me. Why are you dead down here? This is the sanctuary asylum place. Yeah, so someone's after me. I know where that's going. But I might need to level up a bit.
Welcome back, Dr. Reed. Would you like to take communion with me now?
Sean, are you eating raw flesh?
He says that like it's unusual. He came back from France, mate.
Our Lord's bountiful transmutation for the sustenance of his believers.
That's a good thing. He doesn't have, you know, that complete dead-eye stare.
I am your most humble servant.
So, true to your word, you waited for my return.
I told you, Dr. Reed, I was a man to be trusted. Did you have words with the poor Harriet?
Let's go with
You
this.
make no distinction between the living and the skulls, do you?
We are God's children, Dr. Reed. One and all. And he's determined to save us.
Answer the fucking question, Sean.
What will be the result if you continue to assist both skulls and the living?
For the last decade, that's what's been happening. And they found a better life.
You weren't a skull before you nimwit.
You're forgetting
Didn't even get the
epidemic.
word out.
Things can go south very quickly. I've seen it.
Oh, these are terrible times. Only those pure of heart shall prevail.
You've turned Skal now. Don't you see the danger to anyone giving you their trust?
Honestly, with those
We are
eyes, I'm
all
surprised if you
sinners,
can see
awaiting
anything.
salvation. This is a simple truth, ordained by the Lord Almighty. I am a seeker of his glorious light.
Does this place belong to you? How can you be so certain you can keep it open?
This warehouse was once property of the Dawson family, but has been bequeathed me through donation.
The Dawsons? The wealthiest family in London? Have they a clue as to what goes on here?
Not at all.
People
The donation was made before the
sleeping,
war. The building
eating,
was run down.
lying
I never
down,
met Aloysius Dawson
cleaning.
myself.
The horrors that take place here. Yeah, cook it first. Even cannibals understand the benefits of cooking.
So you have the run of the place and no
I don't
one's
know.
taken
Is
notice.
there something special about it
As
being
long as
raw?
we keep to
I guess there
ourselves,
must be,
we
because
interest
the
no
game
one.
pointed it out.
This is a haven, and I pray it remains so for eons to come.
Harriet, Miss Jones, has been behaving in a most violent
No, she's
manner.
not. She's just sitting there.
She's going to need special attention.
That's precisely the reason I brought her here. To meet old Bridget. She's the guide Harriet requires.
Who is this old Bridget?
I don't know, Doctor. She rarely speaks of her past, but I know she has a long one. She's likely the oldest soul in the city.
No, I want to be the oldest. I will be the oldest important man.
Harriet is possessed by her hatred. You cannot let her roam free. She's dangerous.
She has joined her own kind, Doctor. Old Bridget is a saint to the younger Skals, guiding them to salvation and peaceful existence.
I believe I've learned all I need to know. I'm certain you've killed no one, but one day I believe you'll cross the line.
Logic is a false prophet. Faith is the only path to salvation.
What do you mean?
We have been blessed with God's eternity. We are the instruments of his divine will. We shall feed the hungry forever and ever. Amen.
I haven't the luxury of being able to satisfy my hunger on staunched blood and lifeless flesh.
Give yourself over
She
to
is
God,
different from you,
Doctor.
Bridget. New and improved Bridget.
Expel your urges and kneel before the Lord in praise.
These urges. You know the hunger will never be satisfied.
I've come to embrace the everlasting craving. I have sworn to feed only upon the flesh of the dead. It is now my sacrament.
Yeah, that makes it way less creepy, Sean. Well done.
Take, eat. This is my body. So saith the Lord.
I bet he was holding fucking bread at the time. Now, I believe this is the one we've unlocked by learning all about Sean's past. But it's another interesting thing this game does, where you have that option, but it does come at I mean, not much of a cost, like 500 XP. It's relatively easy to earn back, but it does cost you. A jail of votes for Turn Hayat? I know you meant him, but... Wait, how the fuck did you do that? The AM key and the AT key are way apart from each other. Oh, phone. Yeah, yes. That makes more sense. Derb. I don't even know how much XP I would get from him, and the game's not gonna let me check at the moment. Oh, go on then.
My discoveries. Vampire blood would enhance your metabolism, perhaps even heal you. If what old Bridget says is true, I'll give you some of mine.
Problem
I'd rather
is...
not. It would be extremely awkward.
You have no
Oh,
choice.
don't go
Sean.
all no homo on me now.
It's the
Fuck's
only
sake.
way
Just drink
to
my
protect
blood,
your
mate.
cheptel. Those still amongst the living.
No, Dr. Reed. God made me this way. Who am I to disobey his will?
You believe that God's plan was for you to be abandoned at birth.
The Lord works in mysterious ways.
I can't imagine God intended for you to be molested by a priest in an orphanage.
But this is weird. It's not like the knowledge
Drink,
I got
friend.
gave me the idea to turn him, but
No.
it just gave me what I
I
needed
said
to...
kneel and drink.
What I needed to convince him. Love rare beef, but raw's never been to my tastes. No, I don't even like mine that rare. Yeah, maybe he did intend for all that to happen. Mysterious ways and all that. It is unclear. There we go, we've probably saved the district and not doomed its inhabitants to death. Although I don't like that pop-up. What? Huh? Who's scram? Oh. Okay, yeah, that's worthy of a scram. Items to pilfer. Oh, I saw some more over here. Dr.
Another
Biteyman does
corpse
not
thrown in
mess
the
about.
streets. Someone's playing a very sick game.
Yep. I think I see the problem here. All this blood, I think it's meant to be inside the body. More importantly, who did I nick that joke from? I think it was Ed Gamble. Ow, 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 ow! Hang.
I know this brooch. This is my mother's. A birthday gift from father.
Oh. Thought it was a Scrubs joke. possibly Scrubs did come first. It takes no
29
blood
Pretty Orchard
inside
Street.
body.
That's near Poplar's district. Why would this man carry off my mother's brooch? I must go
Why
there.
would he dump? Why would this person dump the body on a pile of poorly rendered leaves? Actually, they look pretty good from. Stop. Locked on for a second. Look pretty good from here, but as soon as you zoom in, bad times happen. I can't hang you yet, can I? No, mesmerize level 3.
Good evening, Mr. Throgmorton.
Dr. Reed, can I be of any assistance? Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
Suspicious. Points to the ground on my right. Yep, blood should be inside us, not outside. That's the official word of a vet nurse, so, you know, that's the matter settled.
You've never faced, let alone killed, a vampire Ichabod. You're a fraud.
No, I'm not. I may embellish the truth concerning my achievements, but I'm totally dedicated to my quest.
You mix your beliefs with myths. In the end, you're no better than the other lunatics howling at the moon.
Well, that's not true, sir. I've already faced one of these creatures.
Oh, really? And you're still alive.
Well,
He's not wrong. He has faced one of
did
these
not
creatures.
actually fight.
Exhibit A
I let it
points
go.
to self.
What do you mean?
I entered the vampire's den. The stench was terrible.
They were a big
I was ready to
pothead.
kill it. But then I saw it. Just a suffering soul like you and me. I spared her.
Sure you did.
Tell me about the vampire you spared.
It was... She was a girl. Her body was a mess. I could see pus running
That's
from the
not
deep
how you
wound.
spell pus.
She was crying
Kind
in
of
pain.
implies
You
you
cared
meant
about
something else.
That's what defines us as human, Ichabod.
Yes, but she was a truly evil creature. I'm haunted by the tragedies she caused ever since I spared her.
Okay, so you are a vampire hunter. You're just shite at it.
Did you see what happened to him?
Actually, yes. He was thrown from the roof like a vulgar log.
A vulgar log. Not to accuse the writers of this game of, you know, dressing up things that don't need to be dressed up. But, you know, not throwing like a log. A vulgar log. It swore at nuns.
Why is it that you sound so afraid?
You didn't see it. He was dead before he hit the ground. The strength required to do such a thing, well, it beggars belief.
Chuck him off a roof? No, I think that's, you know, slightly above average strength, but... not that much. The same people who wrote Tortured Sound.
Who could have done
yeah,
that?
fair
Who?
point.
Well, a vampire, of course. Look, bite marks on the neck and lacerations here. There is definitely a vampire close by.
Vulgar log does sound a little bit like they mean a poo. Well, they already had pus instead of... no, sorry, puss instead of pus. Which, you know, just makes me suspicious.
Goodbye.
The vampire
And
hunter
good
the way
hunting,
I'm a
Mr.
cargo
Throckmorton.
pilot. Or any kind of pilot. Or any kind of cargo, indeed.
It's locked.
No, no Steely. Steely? Man. Right, what about yous?
You again? What do you want?
Yeah, there is a vampire close by. So I've heard.
I've
Oh, yeah, I can turn
identified
this one
the
in.
men who stole from you. You were right. They were members of some self-proclaimed militia.
I knew it! Did you find the money too?
No, I hadn't. I'm definitely not going to bite you either. Okay,
Yes.
have it.
Here it is. They thought they could finance their activities with it.
I never thought a man like you would be kind enough to... I misjudged you.
There've been an
Badly.
ellipses there.
I'm...
And there.
Well... Thank you. sir.
Will you give the money back to your comrades, then?
Fuck those bastards who fired me. I'll give the money to Miss Gillingham. Her son Jack was a friend of mine. He was killed recently.
Wasn't me? I mean, I've been on a plane. Okay, yeah. Well, definitely a pilot then. Isn't overwrought writing a vampire trope, though? He bent the bars as if they were cheese. It is a little bit, as I'm fond of saying. The same way as vampires in the Buffyverse suddenly get kung fu skills, every vampire in this game suddenly gets their A level in drama.
I know you were friends with Miss Gillingham's son, Jack. Tell me about his death.
She literally just told you.
Shock to the neighborhood.
Don't act like it's a big reveal.
A sign that the situation is now out of control.
Why is that?
There has always been tension between the Wet Boot Boys and members of the trade union.
Trade union keep taking the piss out their name.
That's a first.
Who killed him?
No one will ever know. One thing is certain. While Jack was alive, I had one less reason to drink.
Why does that upset you so much?
I wish I had found the time and words to tell him how important he was to me before it was too late. Another failure for Giselle Paxton.
So you're saying you want to give me all your blood?
Did you see what just happened?
No, I didn't. And I don't care.
Really? Why is that?
Because this sexist pig is one of the 4 men who blacklisted me. Good riddance, if you ask me.
Fair enough. But whoever it is that has a personal vendetta against me is...
well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye,
picking
Miss Paxton.
random victims by the sound of things.
Glad to see you again, Mr. Reed.
Ah, yes, you're the nice one.
Did you see what happened?
No. I was coming back to the shelter from work when I heard an awful scream, and there was this man, dead, just in front of the building.
You saw nothing at all?
No, I told you, just that awful woman's scream.
A woman scream? Are you sure?
Of course. It was terrifying.
I mean,
thought it
I
was my
heard that as
sister,
well,
so I
so...
ran. But it was a man I've never seen round here before.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Okay, everything I need to learn from that. Can I talk to Sean now, or is he still recuperating? Probably still recuperating. Yeah, fair. Yeah, just so you know, that's 6,000 XP I gave up by not hanging him. Of course, I've got 6,000 I can spend, but that does rely on me. Where is it? Yeah, healing a couple of people. And by healing, I mean I can heal 2 of them, and anemia is beyond my capabilities at the moment. As unfortunately is headache. Oh god. Okay, another fatigue and another cold. I shall need. What about in here? What's going on? This yours? Not anymore.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Do you need any help?
Rest assured, I will help you, sir. Martin Nightingale, at your service. Please, take a look at my wares.
Your merchandise. I don't really see anything worth having. No offense.
None taken,
savage.
sir. But please, I need to eat. Perhaps if you keep looking, you'd see something that takes your fancy.
Show me what
Alright,
you
let's
have to
have a wee
offer then,
nosy.
Mr. Nightingale.
Can always use these, at least until I don't need them anymore. Brisk blood sample. Apparently it will be stamina boost. And just also some items that, by the sound of things, are going to come with plot hooks. I don't know which one of these I just bought. Could have read it, to be honest. Dear Jack, I write this letter as long as I have the strength and the will. Not that I have something to hide or to fear, except perhaps to forget what I want to tell you. I always knew you would become someone important, someone good and nice. I knew it since you were a child, when you preferred to read books rather than going to play outside. I knew it when you helped me carry groceries before you went to school, and to clean the house after you came back. I'm proud of you, my son. Not only because I am your mother, but also because you deal so well with everything around you. I'm sorry I have recently become such a burden to you. Never forget I love you. I hope you never forget you love me. Enid. From now on, whenever someone asks if they can help me, I'm answering, rest assured, I can help you. In just that tone of voice. I expect it will lead to many more interesting interactions. For a given definition of interesting, indeed. Let's just tell them that Ichabod is near used to Nakon.
Good evening.
There's no...
Let me be frank. You're as much of a businessman as I am a werewolf, right?
Who the hell are you to question me? It's hard enough to stay clean when you don't have a place to sleep. I'm doing my best here.
I meant no offense, Mr. Nightingale. I was merely pointing out the
What
fact that
did
you're
you mean?
unlikely to survive long if you continue wandering this path.
And what should I do then, sir?
Down the dark, dark
Should I
path
join the
of
wet boot boys like so many others?
having a market stall.
No thanks. I'd rather be a bad seller than a dead gang member.
How about a dead seller? Because, you know, I could sort that out right now.
What can you tell me about the neighborhood? Have you got any friends around these parts?
Not really. Miss Gillingham smiles and says kind words, but I know she's lost her marbles, especially since her son died.
Tell me about this crazy woman.
Wow.
Madness is often mistaken for other conditions.
The poor woman's mad, all right. Kind and all, but she has so much trouble remembering things. She's taken me for a son more than once.
How interesting. I don't suppose you know what happened to her son.
Jack! Rumour has it he tried to tackle some gang lads. I didn't know him well, but I heard he was a nice enough chap. His old ma still thinks he's around.
Don't laugh about it, you wee prick.
Why not try seeking help instead of peddling your wares? I'm sure there are people around here that would gladly help.
There's always the night asylum. I heard it's run by a very nice man, but I'm no
It
beggar.
was.
Not yet, at least.
There is no shame in asking for help, my boy. Sometimes it can even be the best course of action.
I don't feel okay with that. I'm gonna make a name for myself, and I'll do it by myself.
You'll make a name for yourself.
Goodbye.
It'll be written on your tombstone. When I meet you face to face at WrestleMania.
evening,
I don't know why I went wrestling
I'm
with
Dr.
that.
Jonathan Reed. May I come in?
I already took my medication, Doctor. But thank you.
I'm sorry. Your medication? Have we met before?
Don't tease me like that, Jack. Sorry, what?
I think I should come
Lasagna
in.
cow.
Miss. I'd like to check if everything is okay, what with the epidemic spreading across London.
An epidemic, you say? How terrible. I had no idea. But where are my manners? Please do come in, Doctor. You are a doctor, yes?
I was. Rodney, just heard what happened tonight. Ran to your house, but you were already gone, so now I'm writing this note. Is it true you killed him? I can't believe it. Why? What happened? I really need to talk to you now. Please find a way to contact me when you receive this message. Since I know you can be very cautious, and to prove to you this is not a trap, let's use a code when we meet. I'll whistle my name, Jack, in Morse code, and you'll whistle yours, okay? This way you'll know it's really me. For now, it's a good thing you're hiding. The Wet Boot Boys are all over the neighbourhood, claiming they will punish the man who murdered one of them. I'm sure we can make an arrangement to settle things once the heat dies down. Not a real wrestling promo if you don't say the place and date of the match and refer to the fans as you people. Well, I will take your expertise on board, sir. Would you believe I'm not really a wrestler?
It's locked.
Me who threw my back out putting on a pair of socks. Not even kidding, by the way. Went to put on socks. Fucking knocked me flat for 2 days.
So, Dr. Tippett,
Oh.
what brings you back here? I heard whispers you had a job at that fancy hospital.
I told you my name is Jonathan Reed. Don't you remember?
Of course I do. I remember my name too. Gillingham. But you may call me Enid, Doctor. I'm very happy to see you again.
God, what was Tippett's giving her that she's this happy to see us? Oh, she's very easy to ang. Also, a bit ill.
Do you require medical attention, miss?
I'm glad you asked, Dr. Tippett. I must confess I haven't felt that well of late.
Headache. Damn it, I don't have the cure for that. Well, I pay for the whole seat, but only need the edge. How dare you? You think you'll be sitting down while I'm out there? No. No, you will not. Record sad injury. You once yawned so hard you hurt a tendon in your jaw. Oh. Yeah, I don't think it was in my jaw. I think it was more in my neck. That very occasionally comes up. It's not fun.
I'll see you later.
Fun.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
Oh no, I don't gossip. That would be most unbecoming of a lady such as myself.
Fun fact, we're actually in a photo together from a show despite not knowing each other, and then as I stood behind you. Basically just knew you were Scott's brother. Did you know that whilst you were standing behind me? Because that does put a slightly creepy slant on the photo. If you only have that context, of course. Is that the one where she poked me with a stick as she was coming to the ring? But yeah, that's weird. And also amusing.
Is anyone taking care of you, Miss Gillingham?
My son is always here to take care of me. He's a good boy like that, but I do worry that he needs to start living his own life. I would never say that to him, of course.
If you were to start living right now, that would be a marked improvement, yes.
Who are the more influential figures on the docks?
Well, I heard about some terrible illness going around. I would say in that case that it's you, Dr. Tippett.
I'm the illness? Oh, I'm the influential figure, right.
Tell me, Enid, why do you feel guilty about your son?
I know I'm a burden to my Jack. I know my mind and my thoughts are drifting away. I'm so sorry.
You're not as much of a burden as you'd think.
This is not your doing, Miss Gillingham.
Not that you would be anyway, but he's dead is what I'm trying to say.
Of course I don't, Doctor.
La, 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 la,
I've
la.
done nothing wrong, I swear it. What exactly are we talking about here?
I didn't do it. What are we talking about? Yes. Hints to be
Goodbye,
found.
Miss Gillingham.
Let me just do another once over for... oh. Nope. Just plain old basic money. Maybe it was one of the ones at the sheds. You and your partner took a spot that just happened to be behind you. I think it might have been that show where Jill was like, yeah, that guy's Scott's brother, by the way.
It's locked, all right.
Could be, honestly. I do not remember. It was so long ago. And to think, here we are instead. Yeah, I was about to say ships in the night, but that is absolutely not what that phrase means at all. Yeah, it's a bit like, you know, becoming friends with someone and then figuring out that you grew up like 5 minutes away from each other. Small World, I think, pretty much covers it. Weird. The whole place is, you know, as clean as any other part of this town. Candles are lit. Looks perfectly open. And... I was about to say not a soul around, but... yeah, that's a pile of bloody bones. Yoink, yoink, yoink. And also, oh. Alright, hen. How are you? Is it you? Probably wasn't him. Probably gonna kill them both anyway. Alright, pal. And bang! Oh look, he fell over. Heal! Mostly remember is that show was the first time I actually saw her win a match. Oh well, that narrows it down. That was quite the losing streak. Do I go out and say hello? Okay. Friends! Well, I've done some damage already, that's a good start. Very good start. And he was going for the charge maneuver by the look of things, and then he just decided, no, I'll put it away. There we go, that was successful. Maybe I don't need to level up so desperately after all. This made me think actually, there might be somewhere I want to investigate around here. If it is where I think it is. Ooh. You. Whatever you are, you're mine now. Aha, unlock a door. Excellent. Guy has a small shortcut. Deal. And yeah, I thought couldn't see that quite so well in vampire vision, and I thought there was a body under a sheet, but thankfully not. Not in this house anyway. Next door. Oh yeah, bodies. How do we get out? There we are. Okay, what's about here? Vince Rodney to go back to the docks. Well, I think I need more information for that. Okay, so this is not where I thought the information was. Anything else I want to do? Oh yeah, actually, while I'm in the docks I can see if any of these are available. In bottles. Bombing sites. Convince Rodney to... Why has this got a circular in it? Did I tag it? No. Oh, that... Yeah, it's the one that's being tracked. Alright, let's find some gin. I don't think I'll get many protests on that one. But yeah, before I level up I do need to remember and heal some people. Otherwise they'll get all the worse. Thankfully they're kind enough to, you know, not get ill or iller. Unless it's overnight. Upwards.
Oh Christ!
Hey! The glowy eyesman. They do tend to be a bit nippy, so both in the speed sense and the sharp sense. Go away, sharp angry. Did I fucking level up when I wasn't looking? I'm finding combat that much easier this time round. Okay, maybe don't let him feed, because that seems like a benefit to him that I don't want. Yay! Now, gin. That's perfume. Don't know if it's the kind that will have the same effect as gin, but probably don't want to drink that. Okay, that wasn't locked. Up. You locked? Oh, you were locked. And now you're not.
Tom has so much alcohol, he could keep this district afloat for quite some time.
Yeah, you're gonna want to play this yourself, so you're gonna skedaddle. Fair dues. Happy for you to have No, I'm not sure where that sentence was going. Happy to inspire people to play this one, because it is interesting. There's a touch of jank, but it does do some things that other games do not. And I feel it's worth a wee shot, especially at some of the prices that it goes for these days. But thank you for joining in. Do our Zelda rolls.
It's locked.
Yeah. Well, I was literally just there, so I should have unlocked it while I had the chance. Oh, hello. You were very well disguised, sir. Well done. Ow. Come, do you see him there? Damn near does a 360. Stab. Stab. You can't prove anything. Will not hold up in a court of law. Did you seriously not... Did you just fucking forget where I was? Get hanged. There we go. Excuse me 1 second. Banan. Anyway, where were I? Got it free, it was on PS5. Oh, PS Plus a while back. Excellent! No idea if the PS version is any good, but it's a free game. Nothing. Only ang.
Over there!
You saw nothing. There's a quick way down. Ah. Oh, wait a minute. This the place I'm thinking it is. It is not. I suppose I could just go back and do that. And in fact I will, because I want to go see those people anyway. Hi friend! Oh, you're not friends. You're the other thing. And again, what this game does to you, it just makes it so the combat is going to be ongoing. Always a concern when you're traveling. Unlocked, and yep, this one's unlocked as well. No fame, only ang. That would be your new shirt if you were still working. And I would have one. Either by generosity or by outright paying. Wait, what the fuck did you do there, Reed? You just like shrunk by 5 inches for a second. What are these two talking about? Don't mind me.
My guess is they're recruiting for some vengeance.
In the meantime, the boys are waiting for well, for your orders, my sweet queen.
I hope the rumors about Clay are true. Otherwise...
Oh, I've actually heard this conversation before. God damn it. Oh, okay, you're not nothing. We saw you. An awesome person. Oh, Al. Thank you, and welcome in. Yeah, fuck it, might still make the shirt anyway for Christmas Day. Fucking keep me posted. Are either of you Illmans? No. You're almost certainly an Illman. Yep.
Good evening. What? Inebriate?
Medicine.
Goodbye.
Less dead than you are. But fucking... Ah. Oh, Mr. Reed, you baffle me with your lack of movement
Welcome back,
sometimes.
Doctor. What can I do for you?
Haven't noticed any differences visually from the PS1, to be honest. The PlayStation version, not the PS1. Jesus. Vampyr on the PS1 would be quite the thing. tale is really over since she came back. Her matches go really short though. She just waves a hand, bites her neck and leaves her opponent in a cold husk. The funny thing is, there wasn't even a wrestling show scheduled that night, and yet
You lied
she's
to
just
me,
walked
Tom.
away with the belt. Like,
Your
how does that
warehouse
even
wasn't
happen?
empty.
Is this
It was
sanctioned?
inhabited
I'm
with
not sure this
armed
is sanctioned.
vigilantes.
I'm sorry, Dr. Reed, but I thought those Prewen guards would be willing to let someone like you pass without trouble.
That was devious of you,
No,
Tom.
the Prewen don't
Next
like
time
me
you can bloody well
at
go
all.
yourself.
I apologise, Doctor, but it's just that I prefer to avoid the law, its enforcers, and all manner of thugs in uniform.
You know what you can't avoid? Ang.
Here is your booze. I hope it will appease your customers. Just try not to kill anyone with this poison of yours.
Believe me, Doctor, most of my customers are less agreeable when sober.
Anything new? No.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
Means you don't need to bump, you'll do it. Yeah, that would be the primary
It's
concern.
locked, all right.
I have heard of some people who, upon trying out wrestling training, took one bump and they were just like, fucking nup. He doesn't have any incriminating documents lying around. Kind of NPC is he anyway. Bonus, as a vampire, you would be able to withstand bumps, it's just no opponent would be able to make you. Something the Undertaker. No, actually, I think he did take bumps for longer than was strictly necessary. Could be wrong. As I like to say about wrestling, I know just about enough to get myself in trouble. And fair to them for realising that, yeah. They gave it a go. Can't say fairer than that. No, no stamina. I really just want to know where I get the recipes for those other things, because... the other cures, that is, because I believe I can have them by now. And it would not be much of a stream if I stopped to look them up. I don't know if they have anything new to say, blah blah blah. Excuse me. I hiccuped.
Can I...
As long as you have...
No, not tiny. Let's bring. Did
you again?
You just want Dr. Biteyman's coat. It's sexy. I mean, Harris would take it, wouldn't he? Unless you hung it up dead high. Oh wow, there's a bunch of stuff unlocked here.
Tell me about the man you killed, Booth. What happened?
One of us had been killed, so we had to retaliate. That's the whole story.
It's the Chicago way.
To it than that.
Wait.
No, really, one of us got killed, so the killer had to die. That's how things have always been done round here. No one gives a shit.
Okay, he obviously is that heartless.
Don't you see it's an endless spiral? One day, it will be you who will be stabbed or shot.
You are the one who will be murdered.
That's what my sweet Edwina always says, that one day I'll get it too. But she says it with the most beautiful smile, my Edwina.
So you're saying you don't want to fuck me? Vampires can charm people, which equates to charisma and being good at speaking, something the Undertaker never... Mike cuts out.
I know you're looking for an honest job, Booth.
Were you also sitting cross-legged when you said that?
It's just an idea. Edwina loves to run things so much. You can never really leave the gang. Wet boys for life, you know.
Do you know Edwina suspects you to be unfaithful?
Edwina's the one who asked to be called Mrs. Cox, even though Clay hadn't touched her for such a long time.
You have not answered my question.
She's a passionate woman. I've no doubt she'll shoot me down if I ever betray her, but that's not going to happen. I love her as she is.
I'll die some other way. Bastard, he's still got a hint.
Goodbye.
Still more to know. And therefore, no Ang yet. And even if I do have all her hints, yeah, she's Mesmerize level 5. And she does have a hint left. Maybe one day I'll do a guide and read a guide and figure out what everyone needs to get their full hints, but no. It is not this day. Oh, things up here. L'hospital. Lady Ashbury and Dr. Swansea have new things to say. Yeah, well, we'll go to the questy place. We'll die on the hill that he got lucky by having the one gimmick where being a monotone and wooden altar was actually a benefit. Really? That's... Why is that locked? This not the way I usually come. I am confused. The charisma of plain porridge. Wow. But, yeah, but fair play to him, he did manage to carry said gimmick for literal decades.
Stupid beast!
Oh. Although now I'm just thinking of a promo that TV Tropes pointed out to us. Ow! Not allowed! Illegal! Fucking die! Die mostly. Die a lot. Heal and yeah, sorry. Got a touch distracted there. How do you go from 2 stamina to 4 stamina? There we go. Aye, but if it came out with a gimmick today, people wouldn't buy into it nearly as much. That is true. Like, it's hard to tell how much is genuine love for the gimmick and how much is, you know, for lack of a better term, tenure. You know? Oh, hello. Ah, yes. So I wasn't far away from where I thought I was, as it turns out. Because there was a quest tied to this area here. Oh, yeah, he's got a reach on him, didn't he? Yeah, I tried to take this fucker on way too early and fucking paid for it. Got there in the end, but I had to be the stubbornest of stubborn cunts. Ow! Have I not told you this isn't allowed? Did I not make that point clear? There we go, leveled up. More than enough to take care of it. What are you saying again? People wouldn't buy into it nearly as much. It doesn't have the theatric flair it needs. Woo. Nostalgia at this point. Yeah. So, yeah, Dr. Thoreau Strickland, who I don't think we've killed, had an order for
one of the main ingredients of
this pharmacy.
Never a good move.
Oh, sorry, still chemist in these days. And now we know what happened to that order. It was literally a nostalgia by the time he brought the literal dead man thing back in, what, 2004? I don't know. I don't remember when the American Badass gimmick ended. Christ, that was long ago. I feel old. I worried about taking half an hour's walk today, so if that makes you feel younger, then, you know, have at it. Ah, stab him. I don't like this. I'd rather you didn't. In fact, ah, damn it. And ing. Damn it. There we go. You want a real big man? Sid. Everything the Undertaker wasn't, i.e. loud and hilarious, even when it wasn't intentional. Oh yeah, I was gonna say something. Something TV Tropes pointed me towards, which was a promo I did with Paul Bearer, rest his face. where Pallbearer was just going as over the top as possible. Like, even by Pallbearer standards, trying to get Taker to crack up. And Taker just stood there stony-faced. And then the second it came Taker's time to talk, the camera had to cut away because Pallbearer was cracking up. But in case you're wondering if they had fun with the gimmick, safe to say yeah. What even... I don't know what this grenade is, but I'm pretty sure you shouldn't be throwing it in a populated area. And again, maybe you shouldn't be fucking burning down buildings and kicking in doors and murdering folk, but... certainly on the third of those points, I don't have much of a leg to stand on. No moral high horse. Moral high ground, I think I actually meant to say there, but... You know what? Moral high horse, I think, still fits. I'm pretty sure 2 people had colds. I've got 2 of those, that's fine. Yeah, sorry, I'm reading the chat again. I think I told you this, didn't realise Pallbearer was a pun name until he died. Guilty. Possibly after that. Sid shouting, "Shut up, you fat, bald-headed little oaf" at Mean Gene is one of the funniest things ever to happen in wrestling. Sadly, I've not seen that. Oh, we found Mortimer Goswick's place.
In this letter, Mortimer Goswick does nothing to hide his desire to die. I could give it to his mother, but doing so would betray his trust.
But would it be funny? Probably wouldn't be funny. But I will steal all the possessions and turn their home into a safe house. You know, it's the noble thing to do. Yeah. Also, Jill, I can make you feel better with another one. Martial Law from Tekken. Did not realise that was a pun until... Too old. Far too old. At the same time I discovered the English wrestler Pastor William Ever was a pun name too. Bill Ever. Yeah. Oh, it's... I die a little inside thinking how many years I went by not making that connection. Oh, can I sneak up on him? Because he was chasing me, so if he gets snuck up on after that... He's very bad at his job, but no, I think he'll get back to his spot and turn around in time. Nah, he's going faster than me. I'll just leave that one. He can live for now. So allegedly I have to go...
I cannot
that
enter.
way? Oh no, I think I actually know where this is. Right, pal. Oh, you're actually taking some time to die. This could almost be interesting. Okay, well, one of you has to die, because Jesus Christ, this is a bit much. Bonk, bonk, and bonk. And another Healy, and another... Fucking hell, where'd you get all that stamina from? No, 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 I'm not dying to this prick. Oh, fuck off. How actually dare you? Right, just fucking kill him. That was embarrassing. I'm in completely the wrong place. Well... Piddle. Next should be telling us you didn't realise Chuck Taylor was named after a shoe. No comment. I actually don't know who Chuck Taylor is. I am saved by ignorance. Yep, Oh, I can get up on that balcony now. Excellent.
Where does this blood trail lead?
Oh, that's what I was meant to find
29
out.
Pretty Orchard Street. This is it.
Pretty
What's in
Orchard.
there for me?
I mean, it is Pretty Orchard. It's not all the way Orchard.
There's been a fight here.
What gave it away? The completely and utterly displaced bed? And the drugs? Actually, that could mean anything. Blood. Stuff. More stuff. More blood. More stuff. Someone doesn't like mirrors. Come to think of it, I was maybe meant to discover all this in reverse order. Like, start here. Yep, so that mirror got in a fight. Oh, yeah.
This window was shattered with violent force. Someone's been pulled through it and dragged through the street.
Yep. Defenestration! Okay, so I had to discover the blood trail before going to the spot that I thought the thing was at. Turns out the thing is there. But there's also some mans.
I don't understand. Why drag the poor wench across all these streets to let her...
Wench, oh, you're getting it, pal. No need for that. In fact, you're getting the ultimate. Okay, that's mostly because there's multiple combatants and it's a useful thing to use. Stop burning me on fire. Yes, yes, I'm aware of what I said.
We have a killer.
Yeah, I really want to ang him, but I feel like I'm putting myself in unnecessary danger by doing so.
I shall fear no
Magic
evil.
roundabout theme intensifies. Christ, he's gonna take a lot of stick. Fucking, I hit him. Oh, fuck me, blind. Ah, well. Took me an hour 40 to die. That's not bad going, all things considered. So what I'll do there is I'll park myself here to give some ambient noise. And I will do small brick. I'll do small bio brick. I might see some ads while that's going on. And I'll be back in a wee bit. Okay? Okay. There we go. Sorry, I went and got a wee snack as well. In fact, I went and got 2 snacks and I only ate one of them with the microphone muted. Oops. You were prepared to watch me do one boss fight for the whole stream, so it's not bad going. Well, you're too kind. Yeah, not bad going. Map? That's an outrageous accusation, sir. Hey Gemini, welcome in. People want to know what I'm nomming, but of course, that is the rule. You must say what is being nommed. I have flapjack bites. They are very syrup and they are very good. My caption said it, don't blame me. Captions on a Scottish accent, that's just fucking asking for trouble, isn't it? So anyway, I was in this house. Yeah, following the blood trail. Yum 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 yum. And someone got defenestrated, which is you know, I'll take any opportunity I can to use that word. Oh goody, you're back.
Right now.
But honestly, you're the one that's most annoying, so you die first. I made a bad call there because you have more stamina than he did, and I need blood. Bonk, 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 and ang. Hello world, also ang. Hello Sarah. I'll welcome you in. And more ang. Yum, yum. And just straight stabby because I'm full of blood now.
Occasionally, you make a good point. We're being misled. Or worse, we're being baited by Leech's plan.
Baited, you say? And yeah, I'm gonna go ultimate again just because. Well, I died last time, so it seems like a pretty good idea. No rest for the wicked. Did you just admit that you're evil? You know, man of church or not, you're doing me a badness, and I don't appreciate it. Oh, that was easier than last time. Holy fuck. That's like... That was all my health, man. I don't appreciate this. I will retaliate with my pointed stick. And getting stabbed, apparently. That was not part of the plan. And he can fuck right off with that fire. Indeed, that is what he's attempting to do. He is retreating when he uses it, but not enough. Must retreat more. Retreat into the fucking ground. Anyway, somebody else has been murdered. There has been a murder.
The marks on this woman's neck were made by the fangs of a vampire.
Oh no. It's another bitey. Anyway, let's steal everything that's in our pockets.
A golden watch in her pockets.
Well, that is interesting. You know, considering it's 1918 and this woman managed to find clothing with pockets. Willow-Wise, I don't know what it is. I can't properly read that last message. It's just something off a bit. I don't know what it is. It's weird, but you know. Anyway, watch is mine.
Her shoes and clothes are quite worn out.
Yeah, can't even find clothing with pockets in the year of our Luigi 2021.
This is the very flower my mother tossed on Mary's
Well, so you're saying I should do it?
Someone is targeting my family.
Well, see it. But that's not the quote.
I see
Gonna hold on a second to.
Right then.
Like, I was investigating
It's
a murder. Oh
sick
fuck!
game.
I've said it now.
But given no choice in the matter, I might as well win it.
Oh wait, what? Not mean to do that, but okay, yeah, that works. Go a little bit Assassin's Creed, just with some random teleporting instead of hold down the A button and you're basically flying. Which I do admit is very freeing in those games. I've not really found one that I gel with yet, but being able to look at something and know that you can probably climb it is pretty cool. Alright, Vampy knows one name. Vampy is willing to do a kill on people.
You're very fast, but I'll catch you.
You're very fast, but I'll catch you.
They've all been butchered.
Excuse me if I'm not incredibly cut up about the guards of Prewin being dabinated. Dabbingtoned.
I can still sense a presence.
And we're about to get some answers here. I am up in here a second.
Shouldn't you go?
Maybe.
Yeah, I still need to go to sleep, so she'll head off to the right place. Luckily, I do know where to go, but does he say the line? Does he say it?
This is despicable.
Not the line. That's not the incredibly out of place line.
Come to me.
I've been able to climb most things in AC. It's pretty good appeal. Like, even right now playing this game, it's hard not to think sometimes that you're sort of glued to the ground. I mean, granted, okay, that didn't work, but you know, if you're up at a ledge or something, the fact you can just walk off it does help break that a little bit. But you know, if you're playing something like KOTOR where you literally are glued to the ground and you just move around in that 2D plane. Alright, pal.
You! What have you done?
Vicar Larrabee, what happened?
Demon! Hell Scourge! Son of perdition!
Okay, look, it's the beard, isn't it?
Jonathan's no demon. He's just a soul. Returned from the dead. Like your Christ, Vicar.
Mary, is it really you?
Oh, it's me, all right. Precious.
There we go, family reunion.
What is Mother doing here?
There is his mother.
I'm gathering the family for a final reunion. All smiling, all dead. Thanks to the good doctor.
I mean, there was a dad in the equation, Mary, but
Mother,
you know.
Say hello to your son.
Hello to your son, bitch.
Mother,
What do we have here, Mother? The prodigal son has lost his tongue. Our Jonathan always
Must
had
be
the
true, it
first
rhymes.
and last word at dinner. The entertainer, the star of our show.
I'm sorry. Let me explain.
Shut up. It's my turn to do the talking. I have this nasty hole in my chest, Johnny. It needs to breathe.
Wait, is that where I bit you?
Of course. You can speak.
My precious.
My prayers went
Not
so
sure which
long
part it
without
is
an
of precious,
answer.
but you know, it's something.
My husband, killed in France. My child, carried away by the flu. My brother promising to return in his letters, then disappearing in thin air. I went from hospital to
I don't
hospital.
remember biting her on the boob, but
Cemetery to cemetery.
maybe it's a poetic
grave
way of
to
saying
grave.
I would
I've
like to
lifted
speak,
every
please.
stone in
I would
London,
like to hold the
searching for
conch.
an end to the nightmare. And there you were, in front of me, on a dark pier.
The hunger had taken me.
The joy.
You don't understand, Mary. I
finally
thought
found you.
I'd gotten away with
I
it.
longed for your arms, a final happy ending to so much tragedy, to tell me all would be well again, as you did when we were children. It was this filthy dock where you greeted your sister. I dug a tunnel from my grave with my fingers and teeth.
Actually, we never really closed up the grave, I don't think. It was just lying open.
Mary, I thought I had murdered you. I tried to end myself.
Exactly, Gemini.
We've
I
been
remember
through
every
the
bit
same
I've ever
horror.
been.
We are a disease,
What?
Jonathan. A sickness that corrupts all it touches. All we kiss, and all we kill. Look at me.
So you're saying we
Admire
know
your
when to kiss
ilk.
and when to kill?
I'm so
You
sorry.
can't have it all, then nobody will?
Apologies will not suffice. I demand reparation. I want a miracle. Are you a miracle worker, Dr. Reed?
Look, I know I've been saying that,
No?
but that's just to get some clout
I'll
in
show
this
you
place.
mine then. The family Reed, reunited and complete, living forever in a red sea of eternal love. Time to go, Mother. Say hello to my son for
Mary,
me.
wait. I have made friends with vital knowledge. Vampires. We are not
I'm friends
alone,
with knowledge.
Mary. With time, we can learn to live almost as we lived before.
How long?
What?
How long will this masquerade continue? I've been watching you. All these nights in Whitechapel pretending you're still a doctor. You believe you're just fighting a disease. But it's you, the disease. Jonathan, you!
I'm a scientist. I'll find a solution.
No, John, you are
Let
the
our mother
disease.
go.
And then John was a zombie.
You're always the one to sway me to reason, Jonathan. But before, your motivations were always pure. Now you're tainted.
Let her go!
Your face is tainted.
She has no part to play in this.
She doesn't even have many lines.
Very well. Have you heard our good doctor? You can go home, Mother. Go home and rest in peace.
Yes, I'll go home and rest.
It's so easy to make them obey or forget.
Well, how did you
Puppets
master
for our
that so
pleasure.
quickly?
I've seen you have your fun.
Sort of spoilers for a
You
different
are
path, but
So that's what I
if
am,
I'd tried to
Doctor,
mesmerize
mad.
Nurse
I was
Crane,
beginning
I would
to
have fucked it
wonder.
up and she would
I've
have
been
just,
hearing these voices
you
in
know,
my head.
go
One
completely
in
brainless.
particular, that of my dead brother. This is the reason I must kill you. Not for your betrayal.
The dictionary
not
is
for
your
our
Bible.
poisonous
Oh
kiss.
god, they love the dictionary in
Not
this
even
game.
for the lies you
The
tell
characters in this
yourself.
game, yeah.
No. It's so that smooth and wicked voice will stop ringing in my ear.
Mary. No, don't!
Time to die, brother.
Don't beat me
And
with a
this time for
crucifix. It's
good.
just, it's so tacky.
That's it.
Ow! Did not dodge you in time. Blah, blah, blah,
What
blah.
have you done?
You're the one that did it. You vomited up the red fields of death. Oh boy. Ow! Yeah, dodging to the same places you're combating. Not really the recommended tactic here.
Rest in peace, monster.
Oh yeah, spoilers, you don't want to be on that red stuff when it goes off. Just, trust me on that, I will not be demonstrating as long as I can prevent it. What, she just did fucking mind blast and I fell over.
But not your own Mary.
Oh, Mary, shut up, I'm already dead. Damn it. You know what? I'm just gonna run a little errand before I go ahead and do that boss fight. Fucking just want blood. Dang. Now you can die. Yeah, I was thinking I hadn't killed you yet. Really? There we go. Hang. And he fell over. I thought I saw another one of them down this way. But if there isn't one, I'm quite happy with that. Like I said, you're... Oh, hello. Yes, anyway. You know, the done thing is cure everyone who's ill before you go to sleep and spend your blood points. I may have to go a slightly different path. One, figure out if I can upgrade this yet. Damn it, I need good handle parts. I know has. Dumb. I have to do it. I'm gonna have to let those sick people get more of the sick. Let's see. 350 damage, that's not a bad increase. Not sure about the price. Myself more staminas, certainly. More heals. More healths. Probably not gonna end up biting her all that much, so... Yeah, I think we can... Grading this. Granted, more useful to get that so you unlock these two rather than for the, 50 extra healing. Yep, instantly plus. Can't get any more for a while, so... At you. 2000 and that's 45 extra damage. I don't know if that's... really want. I do want more staminas. If anything else is 1500, I can buy that and then I can give this another go. There we are. Now, how bad do these places get? So, what, someone just wrote a review of his asylum? Good. Okay, that area is stable. Oh yeah, I did do a murder here. This place is also stable. Didn't murder anybody here. People are getting more ill, but... Yeah, what are you gonna do? Everything's still stable. That is better than I expected. I was expecting it all to go to shit. Anyway, time to dob in our sister again. No, that means send him to the police. Chip our sister. There we go. Even I get my own country slang mixed up sometimes. There we go. Oh, wait a minute. Pocketbook. Oh yeah, you can go and find the gravestones of people you killed. A morbid touch, but a nice one. And it does do that choices matter thing where certain characters will throw your own actions back in your face. But as for a time-saving touch, skips that cutscene if you've seen it already. The bugger if you want to see it again, but in terms of, you know, retrying, very useful. There was a imposter check, thank you very much. A nice morbid touch, yes, that's the sentence I said.
Kiss me again, sweet brother.
Oh, don't, Mary, no. Gunny, no. Oof. Barely got out of that one. And that one. I have to remember when I'm doing the dodge that I am locked on, and that will affect the directions I'm going when I do a dodgy. Ow, fucking. I've got to press the button to do an attack, and it did not work.
Come to me, Jonathan.
I don't like the way you're saying that, Mary. Really don't like it. Also,
Jonathan, kill him. Revel in your true nature.
Well, I've got more blood now, at least. Get the fuck out of the way of that, because fucking killed me last time.
But not your own Mary.
I got it. Oh no, that's a picky one. I can still attack then. Why are you stuttering? I haven't dropped any frames, weirdly enough.
You killed me, brother.
I'll do it again. Oh no, now they're like mines. Mary, you're making this complicated, and I'd rather you didn't.
Assassin! Rest in peace, monster.
Just inject yourself with blood. Oh fuck. Ah, damn it. Just at the way.
Abomination!
This is why it was actually easier with the scythe, because just in the normal course of things I could parry her attacks and that would stun her as well, as opposed to it being its own attack. Fuck. But the difference being that the parry would, you know, parry the attack, it would stop it. Bang!
Rest in peace, monster.
Oh. Yes. No, 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 no. Oh, got away. Got away from the mind blast at least. That would have gone very wrong.
Come to
no worries, Rizalka. If you can get sleep in this situation, by all means. Oh no 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 no. Now, I will admit there was an ulterior motive to eating that guy other than just being a bastard. It's halfway through the fight. If you haven't eaten her, if you haven't eaten the guy, she will.
What have you done?
I've got hit by a fucking crucifix mostly. Also, there's this blood vomit, which I don't even know how to categorize. Oh no 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 no. Now, honestly, I just feel like fucking dodging forever until my ultimate recharges. I don't like this whole minefield situation I'm in now. Yes! Oh, fuck. What did I even get hit by there? No. Dislike. Ah! Oh, fucking hell. Jesus, I need some water after that. Not so much mood as the good chemicals. Wielding that cross like a nunchuck, but I guess she is a sister. Yeah, not a sister of battle though, I mean, Jesus Christ. Yes, no indeed. Is what the emeritus for. Very close. Hand is burning right now, that is what awoke me. Okay, that's not so good. Everybody felt that. Where's that menu that gives me the opportunity to... Yes. I think I will need this. In fact, really I should go back and make more.
Kill him. Revel in your true nature.
Ow. Getting fucking battered over the Hebrew cross. How's your Tuesday?
What have you
Actually, I believe this fight is meant to be a bit notorious in the whole difficulty stakes as well. But hey, I came close to the end, valiantly failed, but I didn't rage quit this time. You know, incremental improvement.
me to rot in...
I mean, it's kind of what you do with dead bodies, so I don't know if anyone's revealed that fact of life to you. Apparently weren't expecting you to come back. Look what I had to do to make Sean Astin.
But not your own Mary.
Did I feed you blood afterwards? No. Therefore you're not meant to be vampy.
Rest in peace, monster.
Ow! Where did that come from? I'm not sure how that missed.
Kiss me again, sweet.
No, stop, no. I mean, are you trying to psych me out? Dare say it's working, but fuck's sake.
You've killed me, brother.
I mean, you killed me as well. You know, in the multiverse.
What have you done? Abominate. I'll make you
When you're ready,
kneel
Hen.
like a dog, just as you did to Sean Hampton.
Yeah, I can't think of it. She kind of did get the unexplained kung fu skills when she turned. Unless she was just, you know, doing shit like this around the streets of London. Oh, this is a horribly familiar situation. Yeah, when I said it took me about 20 hours to get used to the combat in this game, I was not kidding, and I was not 20 hours in by the time I had this fight first time.
Come to me, Jonathan.
Shan't. Yay! Don't take it out on the crucifix, that's just mean. It did its best.
Well, brother, it's time to bring this conversation to an end. Forever.
You know I will not play this game.
Rip your jaw off? Okay.
Come now, Doctor.
Some places
Like a
in
rabid
Ireland.
dog.
A Mary or your Mary's a euphemism for a
performing an
vagina.
autopsy.
Oh no.
Don't be ridiculous.
Not a popular name, is it?
I'll kill them all.
Even
The
though she
kind
was
Dr.
explicitly
Swansea?
saying you're Mary.
The sweet little lass with hair of red. I am the harbinger, bringing your punishment.
Mary.
Don't you see? This is not me. Flesh that never ages. All nightmare, no dream. Bring it to a close. Let me sleep.
Okay, do you mind if I nibble you quickly? Just because I need my blood back after that fight, so...
I will find a cure, Mary. I swear it.
I can't be arsed locking you up until I find it.
At last, I can forgive you.
And in one of its slightly odder moves, the game will just sit here until I press forward on the controller. The stop button. Mary, wake up. Yeah, Hen, look, there's a party. Look, you need to get ready, Hen, you look a mess. Oh, fine. Don't play with your food. You can't tell me what to do. Could have been juggling those flapjack bites for all you know. Can I make him slide? I'm sure there's a nuance to this scene, but I'm determined to wreck it, apparently.
Blood. As I shed one last red tear for my
You've heard of the moonwalk.
I realize the entire
blood
world
tear,
now revolves
really?
around this singular word.
Heard of the moonwalk. Get ready for the grave
is not
slide.
the Spanish flu. It is transmitted through the blood via violent biting.
Polite
turning
biting,
survivors
absolutely fine.
into frenzied immortals. I am Dr. Jonathan Reed. I am a vampire, born anew into an age of death and pestilence. While plotting factions close in around me, I am sworn to find the source of this epidemic. I am convinced greater perils are still to come. I know the answers I seek are hiding in our blood.
Ooh, got a letter. Hope this letter will quickly find you, for I need to speak to you as soon as possible. The situation is evolving very quickly in the West End, and I'm convinced we are all now in great danger. The Guard of Prewin has launched a great hunt in London, and for a few nights they have been actively searching and killing any Econ they can locate. Lord Redgrave, chairman of the Ascalon Club, recently contacted me. He wishes to meet you immediately. Please come to my mansion any night that suits you. We must discuss all of this. With this letter you will find an official pass that will allow you to go through any barricade or quarantine checkpoint throughout the city. As in the gates that we got told were locked. But we wave a bit of paper at them and the gate's like, oh no, sorry, on you go. Now, first thing I'm going to do, make some of those. Unlock whatever this gives me. Blood serum. Yes. Yes, please. I don't know why the blood serum needs opium, but okay. Polite biting doesn't break the skin. That's true. Hurry to me as quick as you can, but feel free to spend hours on meaningless side quests without consequence if you so wish it. Jesus, I'm nearly back up to 6,000 XP. And yeah, that's the invitation I just read. Oh, we do have something to do here. I'm probably going to wrap it up soon. I can feel my throat getting a little bit angry. And, you know, murdering our sister seems like a pretty good way to end a stream, so.
Nowadays.
The daily routine.
Yes, Strickland.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
I located the shop, but it was vandalized, and the owner is missing. All I found was
I probably stabbed
I was afraid of such bad news.
You know, at some point,
People are
it's been a
so
weird few
desperate
nights.
they're ready to burgle a shop for drugs.
That's quite a list you ordered. Opium, sodium hypochlorite. It can't be just headaches you're trying to cure.
This dreadful influenza, of course. I already ran some tests on hopeless cases. Without success, I must admit.
Do you realize you could create a lethal poison without the correct dosage? Then there are the legal ramifications.
Is this not true of any medical substance,
What?
Dr. Reed?
It will get us high as
However,
fuck.
if you would agree to improve it, I'd be glad to accept your help.
As long as you promise to be scrupulous with your experiments, I may try to gather these substances and even help improve upon the mixture.
That's all I'm asking for, Dr. Reed. That's all I'm asking.
Anything else?
I want to know about these secret tests you run.
You were very
and if
amenable a
they can
second ago,
save
and
people
suddenly,
from this
I want to know
epidemic.
about these secret
Speak
tests
to me
you
now,
run.
Thoreau.
I know I may sound presumptuous, but I'm just following your steps, Dr. Reed.
Fuck, I hope not. Have you
I'm
seen what I've been
casting
doing for
away
the
the
last few
shadows
hours?
of ignorance by daring to face them.
Self-confidence is essential in our line of work, my young colleague. But only if tempered with the correct amount of...
Oh, sorry. Nearly dropped my controller there.
But you never doubt yourself, Dr. Reed. I've read all your articles and books. You performed the most daring research during the war.
It involved bullets.
You have my support, Dr. Strickland. I know exactly what it feels like to battle an unknown disease with only your mind and force of will to help you.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. You don't know what that means to me.
Yeah, whether or not I'll work out is an entirely different question.
Goodbye, Dr.
But since we can't bite him yet...
I can't let Strickland put his patients at risk with opium. Perhaps an adjusted formula will deliver more of a placebo effect.
Put patients at risk with opium. Wasn't everybody after tits on opium in 1918? Like, people were sending drugs to the front of World War One. Ooh, stuff.
Don't waste your time with me.
Good evening, Doctor.
Okay, whilst this may seem like the bad of the two options, given the suicide note to the mother rather than the son, I'm only doing it because I haven't tried it this way before.
Your son asked me to find this letter, Mrs. Goswick. However, I thought it would be preferable to give it to you.
I already know what I'm going to read. Mortimer, why are you acting in this way?
Okay, don't act like it's his fault.
I have done everything I can to help you, but it's not enough.
We will talk about this letter
Don't take
later.
it personally. Like, it's
I
not about
understand that
you,
you
Hen.
need some privacy.
Before you leave, take this for your trouble. Thanks to you, my son still has a future. Perhaps.
We're gonna go through the rest of these, so it's gonna be a bit suicide heavy for the next few minutes.
Mortimer is extremely vague as to his motivations for committing suicide. Tell me more about what you know.
As you say, Mortimer had no reason to die. All he said to me was that he wanted to make the world a better place, but couldn't.
Why did your son feel so useless when facing the world?
I think it was more that he could only see the melancholy facets of life. He couldn't help but dwell on such things.
You see, it's Honestly, it's folk like these that make a bastard run a little bit difficult to do. You just feel bad. You must to bed. Night, Wellwise. Thanks for dropping in. It was good to see you.
What do you think he meant by making the world a better place?
Mortimer has always been a sensitive soul. He wouldn't talk to anyone for months after his father passed. It's like he carries everyone's sadness with him.
I have read your son's suicide note. It was not an impulsive gesture, nor was it his first attempt.
He threatened to kill himself a few times before. But I never thought he would dare to punish me this much.
Punish you?
Dear God. Stop
Why?
making it about
I've known
you,
for a
please.
long time he was not happy with his life. But I always hoped he cared enough to avoid making me suffer like this.
Do you realize your son could try to kill himself again?
This is why I gave the note back to
He might
Mortimer,
succeed
like
next
he
time.
asked.
I think about it every minute. But I won't stop fighting for my son's future. That's how much I love him.
Your empathy is remarkable, but I fear that your
Sure,
son's
let's go with
decision
that,
to
Jonathan.
end his life has already been made.
How dare you talk to a mother like that? Talk to me like that?
I'm only trying to be honest, Mrs. Goswick. As painful as this fatal end may be for you, you have to accept this is a possibility.
No, I'll never accept it. If my son was to die under your care, well, you have no idea what I'm capable of, Dr. Reed.
Yeah, I failed that hint. Wait. No, I was mesmerized level 3.
Goodbye, Mrs. Good evening.
I'm okay.
Tell me about yourself, Miss.
No, not that one. Never
I've read your letter, Mortimer. You wrote about an unbearable feeling of despair while the world crumbles around you. Tell me more about it.
There's nothing more to say, really. It's hurtful, it's unbearable, and I don't ask anyone to understand what I feel.
Despair is a deadly poison I've tasted myself, sir. We're only tempted to drink it because we're terrified by the uncertainty of the next minute.
I know that perfectly, Doctor, for I waited for so long, hoping that the next minute would be less unbearable.
I have to go.
Good evening, sir.
Okay, that's enough of that for one
I will
stream.
not let you down, my boy.
More secrets. Yep, one. Over there. Dear children, sorry I did not write to you before, but it hurts like hell just to write these few words on bloody paper. Don't worry, Daddy will go out of the hospital as soon as the doctors fix his arm. In the meantime, if you need something, go see Mr. Chadwick at the construction site and tell them you are Harvey Fiddick's children. You remember Robert Chadwick, the big guy with the mustache who helped me repair the house doors last spring? Go see him and ask for a few bob. He won't refuse to spare you a few. Sorry I can't work anymore for now, but we'll figure something out as soon as I'm out. Don't worry, everything will be fine as soon as Daddy's arm is strong again. As soon as the doctors have fixed my arm, And...
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Tell me about
Oh, bollocks, missed.
You seem worried about the safety of your family. And it's obviously the reason why your wound
She's secretly a
troubles you
breakdancer
so
and I
much.
never got to
cannot
find
give
that
up on my
out.
children
Oh,
there.
gutted.
They both need me living.
What about their mother, if I may ask?
She died in 1915 during one of the first Zeppelin raids. We never found her body.
Terrible shame. Time to die. Where shall we hang? The nom music. Don't mind me. I'm just borrowing this guy. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Everything's fine. And ang.
wanted was to go back to work, to take care of my children.
Anyway, time to go work on that experimental cure for this guy's arm. Oh. Hold on. Damn it. You're safe for now, Doc. Former Doc. Guy who looks after the morgue. Am I going again? Oh yeah. I go to my proper medical desk and I do work on cure. The district will... Well, they'll notice he's dead. Maybe. To be honest, I could be doing a lot better at hiding bodies.
Strickland's project could be dangerous. I have a mind to report him to Dr. Ackroyd.
I mean, it's still dangerous when you made up the placebo. And frankly, if you know it's a placebo, then I'm not sure what the point of the option to actually hand it over is.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
Let's see what happens.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed.
I have managed to improve the mixture by diluting it. Have you ever heard of Sir Joseph Francis Olive, or the placebo effect?
No, I don't think so. Why?
A placebo is a substance or procedure that has no actual physical effect.
You made a placebo of my project. Why?
Research has established that a placebo, as long as the subject believes in the effect, can provoke a positive physiological reaction.
Really?
Also, it was fucking opium,
That's
mate.
fascinating. And you want me to, what, administer the placebo and see what occurs?
Something like that, yes.
Well, I'm a bit surprised, but I trust you, Dr. Reed. Please take the key to my cabinet and put this placebo there for future use.
Hey,
Goodbye.
guess we're doing that and now we have his key. Cool. And yeah, if we'd given it to Ackroyd, he would have given us his key instead. Oh, Dr. Biteyman, how I've missed you. He does like to Biteyman. Puts the ang in Angie. Yes, I'm way too fond of that
It's
phrase.
locked, all right. It's locked.
Right, I probably should have asked him where his cabinet was, huh?
At least Strickland
There
can't
it
kill
is.
anyone with this formula.
Oop, stuff.
It's locked, all right.
Also, hi, Papaya, welcome in. Probably not going to be long. I'm just seeing if there's anything to do around the hospital. Since we're here, and all. You two left any reading material around? No. Actually, I've got all your hints, don't I? Do I have all yours? No, I fucked that one, didn't I? And the district is kind of serious, so I should probably start healing people. Start with you. No, not you. Get out of the way. I know you like to be dramatic, Thelma, but, you know,
Good
wait for
evening,
your
Miss
cue.
Lee. So, no. As don't think.
Medicines! There we go.
Disgust on every street.
No, I wasn't doing that just so I could bite him. One thing, he's only 850 XP.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Follow me, Reddit's redeemed hydrate. Thank you very much. Oh. There we are.
Do you need medical help yourself, Nurse?
I'm afraid I've contracted some illness, Dr. Reed.
Not under my watch, Nurse. Take this.
So do I. It's
You'll feel
called
better.
blood
Thank
fever.
you, Dr. Reed.
It's not as bad as it sounds.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Anybody else for curing? I think I've got one more fatigue, so go and make another one. medicine. No. Anything else to say to you? Ah, there we go.
Do you think Dr. Strickland has any chance of curing the Spanish flu by himself?
His wish to cure the sick is not driven by pride, but by an idealistic view about our mission here. Honestly, I don't know which is worse.
You consider him a good practitioner, yet you will not report his methods.
Strickland may be a rival,
He came
but
to
I
work
will not
without
use
even waiting
dirty
for your
tricks or
armband to load
regulations
in.
to prove him wrong. We are doctors, not politicians.
What the fuck are you doing working as a nurse when you're sick? Go home. In fairness, I think she might be the only nurse left now.
Thank you.
Now that, you know, Nurse Crane has been forced to leave the hospital and the Scottish nurse mysteriously disappeared. I think I ate her anyway.
Did you know Dr. Ackroyd never reported your experimental research, despite the fact he doesn't agree with it?
Really? I didn't suspect he knew about my work. I must confess I am surprised.
Perhaps he thinks you should realize for yourself the danger of what you're doing.
See how condescending he can be? My God, he can be so irritating.
I love him so. Oh, but when I cure that headache... actually 2800 is very tempting. I don't know if I can pass that up. Still, Mary was a particularly hard boss fight, and I don't think we'll have too much trouble for a little while yet. So I'll probably get away with it. What about you? You are fatigued? Oh no, I didn't kill her. Good though. Oh yes, Dr. Swansea. Talk to him while I'm here. And nobody minds as, you know, respected, famous doctor just fucking pelts around the hospital. That's not going to raise any alarms. Whee!
Jonathan, old chap, how are you tonight? I've seen little of you of late.
I was conducting research in my room, away from the nightly
And
routine.
the street.
Of course,
and other
of
people's
course.
rooms.
Worry not,
and the
I
cemetery. And
the situation has been testy around here. I won't deny it, but we still stand.
What news do you bring?
The news is not
gotta get
good,
that cardio
my
in.
friend.
Cardio is cardio.
We try to keep the epidemic at bay, but street violence is escalating quickly.
How bad is the epidemic?
It is killing the infected patients faster. In less than 2 days now. The only
So I should
blessing
bite
is that
them
they're
all.
contagious for a shorter period.
Tell me more about the violence.
Geoffrey McCallum seems to have sent his war dogs on a hunt. On a nightly basis, Prewen patrols exterminate every skull and vampire they find.
Have they come closer to the hospital?
So you're saying
No.
I should bite them
They
all?
mainly focus on fallen districts or abandoned buildings. But they're growing in numbers. They must be recruiting heavily.
Have you any reliable friends in the West End who might assist me?
Unfortunately, you will be alone.
Just got my
Except for our
license to go
ravishing
through that
red-headed
gate.
acquaintance, of course.
You say that like you don't know her name. Like you didn't introduce us.
What about the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole? Where are they?
There are only a few of us, and most others would not speak to you. I am the black sheep of our brotherly flock, you know.
No, surely not. That... It's a slight difference of words there. He says he's the black sheep, but he considers himself a maverick. They're not quite the same thing.
What of my commission here at Pembroke Hospital?
Nothing to fear, Jonathan. Your position here is in no jeopardy. You remain one of us, and you are always most
Shit,
welcome.
yeah, I have tenure.
I have received an alarming letter from Lady Ashbury. She wants me to meet her at her house. I have been granted safe passage.
Then you are twice fortunate.
No, you've been granted
I
passage.
have never been invited to the ladies'
Safe
mansion.
passage is not guaranteed
With
in
the
this game at all.
quarantine and controls, city access is nigh impossible.
Is the quarantine serving any purpose?
It is helping slow the propagation of the epidemic. But as long as we have no clue to its origin, its efficiency is limited.
Why have you never entered the lady's house? You
Are you
are
a
one of her
vampire?
good friends, are you not?
My dear Jonathan, you have no idea how reclusive the good lady normally is, nor in what great esteem she must hold you to let you into her domain.
Thank you, Edgar. We shall speak again later.
Right, now do you have any more documents to pilfer? Or loose shillings, you know, I'll take those too. Okay, yeah, there's one more thing I want to do while I'm here. There's somebody who sells weapons, and therefore somebody who might sell the weapon parts I need to upgrade my surgical hacksaw. I am still wielding as a weapon because, you know, thematic. Oh bollocks, where's he gone? You have to see his beloved nurse. If so, where? Because I haven't figured that out yet. Where are you? Oh no, he's back now. So it looks like that was happening.
Good
but
evening,
I
Doctor.
missed it.
Still trying to save lives?
Trying to, you cheeky little shit.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Doctor.
Good handle part. Be honest, I was hoping for more of them, but you know, one is better than not one. Okay. Yes, it auto-saves, so no worries of losing that. So I'm gonna end it there. Thank you all so much for watching. It is you who makes this stream entertaining. I don't know why I say like that, but nevertheless, it happened. It happened now. Pick a different accent, Gordon, for fuck's sake. Okay, I am going to be shamelessly nepotistic and pass yous on to lovely friend of mine, your pal Pandora. Alas that I couldn't show up earlier. Thank you for streaming anyway. Thank you for coming in anyway. Later, no. Yep, Pandora is a real life friend of mine, and they are playing. I'm from the Phasmophobia. That's the fucking word. I forgot how to words again. I don't like it when that happens. But they are lots of fun. No worries, Radon. There's always the VOD, which will be highlighted and available nevertheless. But merry time zone to you all. And I shall pass you on to a nice person. Very nice person. You be nice to them, for they are nice. Sleep well if you sleep. Day good if you good. Day do. Bye.